What you just mentioned there is interesting. I think it's probably taken me in my life until kind of now to realize that the gift or the reward or the beautiful thing is to actually be able to do what you enjoy, as you say, and to be able to express yourself. That's the gift. Like if you get the success and everything, that's who knows. But if you're able to do something that you feel is an authentic expression of yourself and that you enjoy it and it's really fulfilling and it's enlivening you, and obviously, if you're doing it in the daytime, then it has to pay its way as well. Then you're so lucky. You're so lucky because, but it's interesting when it actually, it did come out. I had a feeling, I had a sense that it was going to become something. There was definitely a bit of something about it, and it was wonderful to see it grow. The big step, would it be fair to say that the big step, was meeting Arianna Huffington and then going and moving to New York? I mean, that was a huge endorsement. Number one, everybody knew the Huffington Post. Would you say that was the really significant gear change?
Yeah, absolutely. And first of all, thank you, Ravi, for sharing that and always believing in it. I appreciate that. And I think I agree. I think it comes from a very genuine place from you. So I don't take that lightly at all. So thank you. And you know, we always had those great conversations on Facebook and social media. So I definitely know that we were engaged in that way. I think for me, that definitely was the tipping point, because what happened was I was sending my videos to absolutely everyone I could think of. I was sharing it on my internal network at Accenture. I was sharing it on Twitter. I made a list of every email of every editor of every online magazine and online newspaper and online media site. And I would email, text, tweet, send a postal mail, whatever it was. Like I was literally doing everything. And this is kind of where it comes to that part around doing what you love or what you're passionate about. And then there's two parts that people miss. And it's the working your absolute socks off and trying to do every possible option that you can. And the other one is getting really good at it. And you know, those are, I talk about dharma in the book, and I talk about how really purpose, and dharma, of course, we know can be translated into multiple words. My favorite definition that I've discovered or learned about dharma is eternal purpose, or our real nature, our true nature. And for me, it's a mix of a few areas of what I talk about Varna and Seva in the book, but it's, in simple terms, it's passion plus expertise plus compassion equals purpose. And when you think about it like that, you go, okay, let's see which part of the puzzle I have. So I don't have to worry about finding my purpose. I have to worry about, do I know my passion? Have I built an expertise in it? And am I compassionate with it? And then if I'm able to do those three things, and plus a lot of hustle, we should add, then that can lead to a life of purpose as a full-time job, if that's what someone wants. And so I was sharing in all these places, and my global HR leader of Accenture, who by the way is the global HR leader of 500,000 people, saw this video, because obviously I was very active on social media within the company. Her name's Ellen Shook, Ellyn Shook. And she saw the video, and she was at Davos literally that weekend with Arianna Huffington, and she showed it to Arianna Huffington, or asked someone on her team to show it to her. And I was just so grateful for that. She didn't have any reason to do that, because obviously I was doing a good job at Accenture, but in the sense of she didn't have a reason to do that. She did that out of the kindness of her heart, because she believed in the content and believed in the work. And then what happened is Arianna Huffington asked two of her team members, who are Danny Shea and Dan Katz, who are two good friends now, really good friends. And they were coming to London because there was some climate issue where they couldn't fly back from Davos directly to New York. So it was like all of these like events kind of happening at the same time. And so they had to come through London. I went to the Huffington Post offices in Victoria at the time to meet with them. And they came to tell me that they think my content's great. And I went there to ask them for a job. and they said, well, slow down. Let's test the videos. Let's share them on the Huffington Post and see how they do. And that was definitely the tipping point. And long story short, I mean, it took 1 million emails to make it happen in between. It took 1 million emails to get my visa and make it all happen in between. But that was the tipping point that when I felt that happen, I said, all right, my foot's going to be down on this pedal 200 miles per hour. Like, I am not going to ever take this moment for granted, because this is that moment that if I take for granted or get complacent, I will regret it for the rest of my life. Or this moment could be the launch pad of where this could go.